Hi, my name is Queen Sawaya, and I just got through doing my prayers, and I want to talk to you guys about possession. I did do a little story about possession, but I'm going to talk about possession and how it affects you and your spiritual life. But I want to base it upon my experience. Um, I want to say when I first started this journey, I had no idea what spirit possession was. I mean, you watch the movies, you watch Exorcist, demon possession movies, and they show them with the heads spinning, vomiting green shit, floating in the air, stabbing themselves with crucifixes and shit like that. That's TV. Remember, you have to separate the Hollywood shit from the real shit. Spirit possession is real. I do know that for a fact because when I was a little girl growing up in a holiness church, I used to see a lot of people get possessed and they would cast demons out and I would hear them and see them. But they didn't look ugly or like monsters. It just looked like a normal person or something like that. That's what I saw. When I decided to leave Christianity alone and get into ATR, I first started with the Akan and I got possessed. I got possessed during the Kwase Day festival. I didn't know what was going on. At that moment, I could not control it. It was like a pounding headache and it hurt so bad because I was fighting it. Because I thought that it was something going on inside of my mind mentally. And it would hit me in the back of my head. Like right now, I'm getting this tingling sensation, and I know that the spirits are around me, but it's not painful. But anyway, that was my first time. And then after that, it would come, especially when I would hear African drumming music, I would get possessed, and the spirits would talk to me. I could not remember anything that happened afterwards, but I used to hear when I would go to the Aquasi Day festivals, and I went to a Surge Bee festival up in Jamaica, Queens, New York. I remember they was telling me that you got to learn how to control it. And at that time I had no idea what they were saying because all I knew was something wanted to come inside me and it wanted to speak. There have been times where I was told that I drank alcohol. There have been a lot of times when the spirits have possessed me and taken over me and things have happened. Um I don't know. A lot of people want spirit possession during the festivals. They want to get possessed. They always say that if your guardian spirit, whether it's an Orisha or voodoo, they possess you, they claim you, you this, you that. And a lot of people really desire it. But a lot of people that desire spirit possession are really scared of it. I always keep things that I've learned from going to an holiness church with me. Like I will fast. If I'm gonna do something to call somebody dead spirits for them to speak to them, I will fast. I will go to a cemetery. I will meditate where the dead are, just to get that connection, just to open up my eyes so that I can see. And with spirit possession, it's the same thing. I fast and I cleanse my body to get prepared to be a temple because that's what I want to do. I've seen where people have faked spirit possessions. I've seen that. I know when the spirit is leaving me and I try to hold on to it, but the moment that it's gone, it is gone away from me. The first time that I saw myself being possessed was on a film documentary called Voodoo in America, and I cried because I had never seen myself act like that, and I knew that it was not me. Now, as I've gotten older, because this was maybe like 20 years ago, something like that, 15, whatever. But now as I've gotten older, I know the symptoms when it's happening. I know how to control it more, and I do allow myself to stay a little bit more in control of it. I'm able to understand what's going on. And it's like, and I've told people this so many times, when the spirit is possessing, it's like I'm on a long bus. I'm in the back of the bus, they're driving. They have it. Okay. I ask the spirits to give me signs when they're going to take over me. Like of course, pardon me for my water drink, but it's smoky. I asked them to give me signs that they're about to take over, to let me know that this is a familiar spirit that I'm used to. If something is not familiar to me and it wants to come and speak through me, and I'm not used to that energy, it will cause me to have pain, because I will fight that spirit from trying to take over me. And it's not the type of pain where I'm physically in pain, just across here. I can't, even when I'm doing that, it's just so much energy right in here. And we all know what that is, okay? And I don't even like nobody to touch me there or to move over my forehead, because to me, that third eye, that right there is sacred. And that's where I'll get that tingling sensation from. And it always comes to me from the back of my neck, and it goes down through my body. I've been possessed by several spirits. I've been possessed by Oya, I've been possessed by Oshun, I've been possessed by Ogun, I've been possessed by Asurjabi, I've been possessed by the Dark Goddess. You know, I've been possessed by the spirits that I'm familiar with. And every time these spirits leave me, they leave something with me, like some type of thought or some type of action, or I'm able to see more, or my readings are better, or something about me. And then it causes me to be lighter, not so much as my footsteps, but my complexion changes. Like I lightened up. Like I went through one the other day, and I keep looking in the mirror because my skin is lighter now. And so this is how my possession is. Like I said, I've seen those that have been faked. I don't force it. If it comes, it comes. When it leaves, it leaves. You know, I used to get screamed at in my ears, "What's your name? Tell me your name. What is your name? Tell me your name. Who are you? Who are you?" And my spirits would not tell them their names. But what I've learned, and that may be coming from movies, but sometimes when a spirit tells a person name, or a person know a name of something, it loses its power. My spirit would come and tell me their names. They would come and visit me in my dreams and tell me, "Look, this is who we were, and this is what happened to you." But people, you know, like I said, people was screaming in my ear, and I would go through so much. There's been times where I have passed out. There's been times where I've crawled around was on the ground like a snake. It just happens. Like I've screamed, I yelled. I can't control it once they take over my body. But I'm aware. I'm able to control how they enter me, where it's not painful. But once they take over, I'm in the back of the bus, and I let them say and do whatever they want to do. If you understand, because I don't want to feel like I'm double talking here, because all of this is coming from my brain. But this is my experience of spiritual possession. I have even gotten possessed at sex, and I'm not going to say it's because I had this great orgasm. I remember getting possessed by sex and then not realizing that it had happened to me. When I'm dancing, especially when I'm dancing for Oya, or I'm dancing for Oshun, or any of the spirits, the drums are playing, I get possessed. It doesn't happen to everybody, but the spirits come. I even got possessed one time when I was at Oyotunji village at an Oya festival. And when it was over, the priestess there, she said to me, who are you? And why did you not tell me that you were the daughter of Oya? Why did you not let us know? And I was like, well, I was just here for the festival. I wasn't here to show who I was, because I always try to remain humble in everything that I do. So spirit possession is real. Like I said, some people fake it, but if you are open to it and you want to receive it, if you want to be possessed, just fast, cleanse your body, meditate, determine which one you want to possess you. Some people get possessed in many different ways. I remember I was at one celebration where the priest got possessed, and when it was over, he was coughing afterwards, because sometimes spirit possession will have you cough. You're expelling something from you. That has happened to me one time. But I saw that when that happened, and no one else really knew what was happening. But the moment he got possessed, I knew who he was, and I went to my knees. It was Baba Aluwaye. It was during a healing ceremony. So there are times where you have to recognize what is happening to you when you are getting possessed. But just because you get an initiation, you lay down with the spirit, and I'm the priestess of so and so. I'm the daughter, the priestess of Alegbo, or I'm the priestess of Oshun, or I'm the priestess of Orzuli Dantor, and you don't get possessed, no matter what you say, it doesn't mean that there is something wrong with you. Maybe it's just that they choose to deal with you in a different way than they choose to how they deal with everybody else. Okay, because there could be traumatic situations or something going on in a person's life, and they will possess them and take over to allow them to go through things, or to empower them to help them. And then your way of empowerment could be different. It could come through a reading, it could come through some wisdom from somebody else, they could come to you in dreams. Not everybody is required to house and possess a spirit because you are a priest or priestess of that certain spirit. And if you pay attention, if you go to certain ceremonies, you can tell when somebody is faking and when somebody is not. So this is all that I want to say on spirit possession. Thank you for listening to me talk about it. I hope that it has enlightened some of you. If not, keep searching. But this is my own personal experience and what I went through. And this is all that I want to share. Thank you. Peace.